We got started in the RV business in 1989. We opened the dealership, but I guess our beginnings are rooted when Lee went to work for Coachman out of the Fitzgerald plant, Fitzgerald, Georgia. You were a regional sales rep for them?
I had territory that included Atlanta, North and South Carolina, and Tennessee. And it was my first introduction to the RV business and the family lifestyle. And going to work for Coachman was a wonderful thing because they allowed Tina and I to have an RV, and Tina could go with me anytime she wanted to. And
yeah, I went, yeah.
And so Tina went with me to visit dealers and dealership. I called on dealerships like we have. Mm-hmm. And Tina and I would go visit the dealerships, and then as she learned about what my job was and how much travel, I think she enjoyed visiting the dealership, but she didn't like the 1,200 miles in between.
No, the travel was kind of, and we weren't in an RV. See, one time we did go in an RV, that was a lot nicer. But I enjoyed visiting the dealers because they were family people, they were fun people to be around. We did some great things together. They would usually have a show, which is the reason that you would be there and I'd go help with the show. It was kind of like a circus. It was just this, big, busy time talking to customers that are looking at buying RVs. I was just kind of fascinated with it, really.
Then working for Coachman, like I said, was a wonderful thing. Tina and I decided we wanted to start a family. Mm-hmm. And, I didn't want to be a father on the road 43 weeks mm-hmm. a year. And so I was fortunate enough that I went to the people at Coachman, my people I work for, and said, I love the company, but I can't travel anymore. I want to be an RV dealer. Right. And after much discussion, they helped us become an RV dealer, and mm-hmm. we settled on Byron, really because it was halfway between her mom's house and my family's house in Fitzgerald. It was almost identical. I think it was 97 miles to
we were kind of
95
midway.
miles to my parents.
Yeah.
And we figured, okay, we can make it. It's not a big market area, but it's a market area where we can make a living and raise a family, and that's how we got here. Tina and I have been married 34 years. We've been in business 30 years, and both entities, marriage and a business, they require commitment, they require dedication, they require loyalty, and you have to have a goal that you work towards. And Tina and I, we've always had the same goal. We wanted a family, we wanted a business, we wanted to have time to enjoy life. We wanted a lot of the same things. And then, as you, even in both entities, sometimes you get a little tired. And when you, and when you get a little tired, you just have to back off and say, what are my goals? What are we going back to? And you have to revert back to why you got started. Right. And if you don't remember why you did it, then it's hard to get to where you want to go.
And we both have, very strong work ethics, and we're not quitters. You definitely have to be the person that says, I'm not going to quit. No matter how beat down you might get by the situation, financial and just, literally being tired because of it takes a lot of energy. But I mean also like, somebody has to be the driving force, and I say Lee's been mostly the driving force for the company and the main leader. But every once in a while when he gets tired, I can be more of the driving force and the leader. So it's kind of like you get to share that without, both having to do it all the time.
Have you ever felt like in life the bus runs over you and you never saw it coming? Well, sometimes both of you get run over by the bus, but typically you take turns. Yeah.
Yeah. Getting run over by the bus.
Well, yeah. And it's amazing as your business grows, your marriage grows. When we first started, we were in a little building. Like today, we're sitting here in our new parts facility that's 8,000 square feet. When we first got started, our total facilities were about 1,100. And today, I think we've got over 400,000 square feet of buildings, and so everything grows.
Yeah, we started out with basically 2 service bays, and now we have like 26. The growing can be exhausting, like this right here. I did this in the parts department, and just the construction and building codes and everything you have to deal with.
For a business like Midstate to run, it's a menagerie of so many things. You have to it requires a lot of capital. You have to have the right products. You know, no man or no entity is an island among itself. You look at the products. We're an exclusive Forest River product. Forest River builds some outstanding products, and we've been a Coachman dealer for the 30 years. Coachman put us in business, and you know, we're fortunate that we feel like we've got the best of the Forest River products. Forest River's a great company. They're a Berkshire Hathaway company, and so without a great supplier that continuously provides you product and continuously provides you a quality product, a quality above industry standard, it's hard to be successful. There's so many component parts that you have to put together to be a successful business that, you know, and I think most people who are entrepreneurs they're not taught that. You know, they think I'm gonna go do it by ourselves. I remember when Tina and I got started, we had some money set aside and we had our line of capital. We were gonna go conquer the world. And we quickly figured out that we needed more help. We needed a little more training in the retail industry. We needed a little more training in how to deal with employees because
And just being business people.
yeah, Tina and I, we deal with each other directly, and that's how we communicate, and that's the way we're used to communicating. And when you have people that you work with every day, you can't be as direct. You have to have a little finesse, and that's not something I was known for in my earlier years, was finesse or tact. And so that's where Tina came in. You know, you can't do that, you know. And so
you have to be more diplomatic.
Yeah, more diplomatic. You have to, and so it takes a lot of outside energy for any business to be successful. And we're just fortunate we've associated ourselves with the right partners who build quality product. We've associated ourselves with conservative lenders who help us plan and move forward and to give us an idea of what the good rules of business. And then the next thing is dealing with the government regulation. You know, there's so many entities of the government and so many regulations that you almost have to have somebody to help you navigate that because
And give you advice.
because in itself, there's so many opportunities to not be successful in that arena itself. But you know, looking at the outside, yes, it takes a lot of outside energy to help a small business like Midstate RV Center be successful. Tina and I started the company with the philosophy, anybody can have building, anybody can have product, but it takes great people to make a great company. And our people, they're RV people, they're concerned about the customer. We present, if you look at Midstate RV Center, it says the camping experts. And we've assimilated a group of people. You know, we have employees, we've been in business 30 years. We have employees that have been with us 28 years. Our senior staff, most of them have been with us 20 years. Now, as we've grown over the last several months, we've had to invite new people into the fold, but they're great people. They care about the customer. And that's what makes a business grow and dominate. It's how you treat the customer. Are we perfect? No, we'll never be perfect. And Tina runs the toughest side of the business when it comes to dealing with the customer on the service side of things, because an RV is an entity, is a house that operates in hurricane conditions. And so, you know, when you haul it down the road at 70 miles an hour, that's what you're doing, but in the hurricane conditions. And it's a house. It has washer, dryer, everything that a house has, toilets. And so, you know, when you haul up and down the road, things break. And, you know, the customer, they buy this product to have a leisure lifestyle. And when it breaks, they want it fixed. They want it fixed now, and they want to go camping. And so on that, Tina's side of the business, I mean, she services upwards to 700 coaches a month, which is a lot of coaches. And, you know, we work hard. And when a customer has a concern, through our process, Tina and I answer or are involved in every customer concern because we care about the customer. And we have very few, maybe 2 or 3 a month, but we still care about every customer. Now, can we deliver that care every time? No, but that is our goal, and goes back to our people. I believe they understand that, and they have that passion also. And that's why in Byron, Georgia, which is a small town, Mid-State RV Center is a dominant force.
I'm always looking for talent in our employees and trying to send them to school to upgrade their skill levels. So, you know, we try to invest in our employees, and right now with technicians, it's difficult to find the experienced ones. So we usually take someone who has the aptitude, and we train them ourselves. You know, they're in apprentice programs, and you know, we kind of raise them up, you know, to the level of you know, some of the highest levels of technical knowledge.
As a business, I'm real proud of that because it's about growing people and giving more opportunity to people. And when you see people grow, it gives you a lot of satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
And the program that Tina just talked about is something that she developed that is kind of new in our industry, and it's allowed Mid-State RV Center to grow and have competent people when other dealerships don't have that opportunity. So
Right.
It's an innovative part of our business. It's something that we've done to be competitive, and it just has so many benefits. And as a business owner, it makes you proud that you can help people be more successful, because the more you learn, the more you earn.
Yeah, and I mean, we're even doing like the 7 Habits seminars for our employees, which is, I think, really going to, you know, change their lives, not just, you know, help us here. We just have to constantly remind ourselves and our employees, we're in the people business. We just happen to sell and service RVs. And that's a philosophy, if you will. I know that's, you know, mine anyway, but I think it has been all along. When I took over service and went through 7 Habits and all of that, I found out that remains true today. And I have to remind our employees, especially in service, to service the customer. The RV is just what we're doing business about, and not to focus on the RV, but to focus on the customer.
When we're looking at employees here, we basically look for 5 character traits, because it's hard to find people with RV skills. So we look for honesty, morality, integrity, the work ethic, and passion for what they're doing. If we can find those 5 things, we can build a great service employee that understands what Mid-State RV Center and the customer is about, and they can make a great living. As you look at most of our senior management staff, they came in with us in the mid-90s, and you know, as I look at about 5 key positions in the company, they've all been with us 20 years or more. And you know, that kind of corporate memory, that kind of leadership, that kind of understanding of the industry, understanding of the market, understanding how Tina and I want to lead this business is invaluable to a great foundation for growth and stability, and a pathway to move forward. I keep talking about pathways, but I see everything as you go down this way, this way, this way, and you know, if you don't know what the end of the path looks like, it's hard to know which path to take.
Yeah, they have to be a team-minded, you know, because no employee here is completely independent of the other. And that's the one thing I really like, you know, that cooperation with your, you know, coworkers. And I think we educate pretty thoroughly about, you know, this is how we go about doing business. So when we first got into the body shop business, you know, it was like, it wasn't really a part of Mid-State, you know, and it worked really, really hard to make sure that there's a seamless coordination between like service and body shop, which are different repairs, and the customer doesn't gets, you know, the full spectrum of everything that's going on with their motorhome, whether it be body work or whether it be a systems, you know, problem, and that they don't have to check both places. We've installing a CRM, that customer resource management software, where, you know, conversations with the customer are basically recorded, and so we can maintain that accuracy. You can go in and see the last time somebody called the customer and what they told them, and you know, so we're not like redundant or, dropping the ball and not keeping the customer informed. That today is so key to giving the customer a good experience of doing business with Mid-State RV Center.
And this is something that you talk about, the little tool that Tina talked about. It's only about $250,000 to install and maintain, just so we can be in contact with the customer. So, you know, we are making the investment in buildings and tools to give our employees the best pathway to take care of our customers. Business goes where it's invited and stays where it's well cared for. That was a philosophy that Coachman RV Company had, and we found it to be so true. We work hard to invite people to come to see us, and we work even harder to care for the business. And you know, that's what it's a you know, it takes so many philosophies. Tina's named off a bunch of them, but for me, it's business goes where invited and stays where it's well cared for. And the same with employees, same with a marriage, same with any relationship. You got to care for it. You know, in some areas, it's you want to beat on your chest and say, look what we did. But then in other areas, you say, boy, we need to improve. And that's the great challenge about any business, as you mold and change your business to adapt to the changing environment, changing economy, changing business demands, and you look at your people that are willing to grow and change within the company. You know, I feel very fortunate and very proud. That's one of our successes. We've just made a change in the company, and we've got people that are happy to move laterally or move into another position to better serve the customers. And this is very selfless, not selfish, but selfless of our employees. And you know, they do it knowing that the goal is to take care of the customer. As we're positioned today with great employees, we need to hire a few more. We're always looking for professional people, but we're very blessed today to have good people who want to serve the customer. And you know, with all the new facilities we just built and all, the customer can have a great experience here at Mid-State RV Center.